Good morning everyone, this is Bremster and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by a new setter, and apparently this is actually a new setter, not just a new setter to my channel. This is ArroworrA by Alyssa, and Alyssa is actually someone who found my channel through a mutual friend, Randall, so thank you Randall for making the recommendation. So yeah, Alyssa found out about my channel, has started creating puzzles and sent this one through. So I know almost nothing about this puzzle other than Randall tested it and said that it was really cool. I don't know much about the difficulty. It was sent through using most of my submission guidelines, so better than not at all. So that was great. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Going on my channel at the moment, we've got the Skilling Sudoku puzzle pack. So if you're working your way through that, make sure you're noting down what row 3 is on all of the puzzles so you can send those in and get them through. Yeah, you will have seen I've probably released some puzzles from some of the other playlists onto the main channel recently. Just to, I've needed some time fillers because I've been really busy. Hopefully you're enjoying the Skilling Sudoku pack. Have a look at the other playlists, particularly the Race to 37 and the Bremster's unpublished puzzle videos, which are my own puzzles, which rather than just filling up the main channel constantly like I used to do, or not doing all of them, I'm now much more comfortable just releasing them into another playlist where people can go and hunt for them. Check out my Twitter account where I'm releasing information about stuff that's happening in the Sudoku world as I'm told about it or I find out about it. So if people tell me about stuff that's going on, about I've released information about videos. ZetaMath did a video on Killer Sudoku, which is incredibly long and detailed, but goes into a lot of details about how Killer works and all of that. And it's very, very cool. There's been some puzzle pack that was released that I did. It's over a week ago now, but I'm recording in advance. So just little things like that, if people tell me about, I will announce there, as well as my own unpublished video releases. And make sure that if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I know I do the banner all the time, but please hit the subscribe button because that really does help drive engagement to the channel. And I just want to bring puzzles to people. That's what I do here. And the more people who know about me, the better. I know Cracking the Cryptic are driving for the 500,000. I just would like a couple of thousand. That would be nice. Yeah, so it's weird seeing their count jump every day by as many as subscribers as I've got, but oh well. Anyway, cool. Let's look at ArroworrA by Alyssa. So, how does this puzzle work? We have normal Sudoku rules. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have arrows, hence the arrow part of the title. The way arrows work is the digits that are placed on the arrow, the sum of those will be placed in the arrow circle. So the sum of these two will be placed here, the sum of these two will be placed here, the sum of these three will be placed here. And then we've got palindromes, the ArroworrA part of the title. And these lines are palindromes, which means they will read the same in either direction. So if this was a 3 and this was a 7, this would have to be a 3 because 373 is the same in either direction. We've only got short palindromes, but it does mean that those two digits will be the same and those two digits will be the same. Not sure if this will be a coloring puzzle. We will find out. That's the rules of the puzzle. As I said, I know little about this one. Let's give this a shot. So, do I want to start with... I'm loath to start with colouring, so I'm going to start with arrow. So all of these need to be the same. So this is going to be 6, 7, 8, or 9 because this minimum I can put in here is 1, 2, 3, which is 6. Now that drives this up because if this is 6, the minimum I could make these is 2, 1. So this is 8 or 9. But hang on a minute. If this was 9, this drives this down because if this was 9, 0, 0 does not work. 8, I'd need to put 1 on this to get this to 9, and I can't put 1 in 2, just a total of 1 in 2 cells, so that doesn't work. But 7, 1, 1 could work. So this is a 6 or a 7. If this is 6, this can't total more than 3, so these are only 1s or 2s. So this is either 1, 1 or 1, 2. Can't be 2, 2, because if it was 2, 2, this would have to be 5, and I can't make that work. Now that means this is 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4 and must contain 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4 and must contain 1, 2. Now I'm pencil marking across boxes. So what I'm going to do is that, but not do the corner marks. But it does mean this is also 1, 2, 3 or 4. Okay. Now these are the same digit. Wait a minute. How is this going to work? Right, these are also 1, 2, 3 or 4 because these are the same digit. So normally when you look at an arrow, a single digit on an arrow can get quite high, and this one can if these are both 1. So this can go up to 7. But if this was even a 5, then I would have 5, 5, and that would have to be 10. So this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. And these can't be 1 or 2 because I've got to put 1 or 2 on this arrow. So this is a 3 or a 4. And I've got the same here. This is 1, 2. So this is the same sort of arrow. So this is, if I put 5 on this, I've broken this because 5 plus 5 plus, this would have to be a negative number to keep this down to 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, but I can't put 1 or 2 in them because 1 and 2 is on that arrow. So this is also 3, 4. Do they have to be the same is an interesting question. Don't know. Actually, don't they have to be the same because of that? So if this is 6, these will both be 1, 2, 3, and those will both be 4. And if this is 7, these will both be 1, 2, 4, and these will both be 3. So those are the same. So those are both the same. Is that right? This is 6. This would be 1, 2, 3, and this would be 4. This will be 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. If this is 7, this will be 1, 2, 4. That'll be 3. That'll be 1, 2, 4. That'll be 3. These are both the same, and by palindrome, these are both the same. All 4 of these digits are the same. And those all look into this box. So that is blue. So that's a 3 or a 4. What? So these are 1, 2, or 3 and must contain a 1. Because if it's 3, these are 1 and 2. And if they're 4, they're 1 and 3. I'm still not going to do that corner pencil marking. That is terrible across boxes. But there must be a 1 on this arrow. This is now a minimum of 7 because it's 3 plus 3, and this is 1, 2, or 3 because 6. Wait, what? I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 along here. If this is 3, these would have to both be 3. And that's not going to work. I can't put 3 in there. It's the same up here. This is a 1, 2. Because 3 here would mean these have to sum to 6. And I'd need to use 3 and 3. So I couldn't use 3. So this could still be 4, 4, 1 to get to 9. 3, 3, 1 to get to 7. Or 4, 4, 2. No. How do I get to 8? 3, 3, 2 gets me to 8. Okay. That's a 1-2 pair. Does that do anything? It drives that up, but that doesn't see anything else. I keep feeling there should be something on this that I'm seeing. So 311 works, 222 works. Actually, I don't need to put a 1 on this, do I? I could do 222. But I still can't put anything higher than 3 on here, so this is still correct. If I did 222... No, I can't do 222. 222 is not possible because then I could not put a 2 on these arrows. So it can't be 222. There must be a 1 somewhere. And there must be 2 1s. No, there could be a 1 here and then these would be the same. So it could be 1 with 2, 2, which would make this a 2. Oh. How do these low digits play off each other? So do I need to look for where blue goes in other places? So blue is on this arrow. Because blue is not in any of those, and those are not blue. So blue is down here. But could this could still be 4, 2 for 6, or 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. These are, if this is 6, this is 1. This is 9. This is 1, and this is 1. So if this is 6, this is 1. This is 1, so this would have to be 1. So this would have to be 2, 4. And that's broken. If this is 6, this is 4, this is 4. This is not easy to see. If this is 6, these become 4 because 1, 2, 3 is in here. These are 4, so this is 1. Once this is 1, I can't put 2, 2, 2 along here, so this becomes 1, this becomes 1. Now 1 has to go here, which makes this 2, and with 1 and 2 on this line, there is no way to make this 6. This has to be 7. That is not easy to see. I don't care what people say. These are all 3s now, which means these are either... There's no 9 here now, so this is not 9. Now this is not 3. Now this has to be the same as this because it's that plus those, so that's not 3. Well, I could just use that. So now there's a 1, 2 in the box, a 1, 2 here. So this is the 4. There's no 4 here. There's no 3 here. Oh, that's the 4 because I've got a 1, 2 in the box. Or I could have just used the palindrome. You know, nice and simple stuff. There's no 3 here. So these are 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1. Or it can't be 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 2. But I know it can't be 2 plus 2 because if it's 2 plus 2, both of those are 2 and I couldn't put a 2 on here. So one of these is a 1, one of these is a 2. Which means this is 3. Which I could have done. Blue. Mm. So this is 7 without 1 or 2. So this is 3, 4, which I knew because I had blue on it. Oh, 7. These are now 1 and 1 to get me to 9, which makes this the 2 and this the 1, which makes this the 2 and this the 1 and this the 2 and this the 1. This is a 2, 4 pair. This is a 1. This is a 2. Oh, 3, 3 and 2 is 6. This is an 8. Okay, that's come together well. Can I do Sudoku? 2 is down here. 3s. Can I do more with 3? I'm going to uncolor 3, 3, 3. 3 is in one of those. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. This is a quad. I'm not sure how I get a lift off this. 1 is in one of those two. 1 in this box is in one of those two, and I can't put it in the arrow, the head of the arrow, because these were 2 cells adding to 1 is not going to happen. So that means 1 is in one of those two. 2 is in one of those two. 2 is... Well, 2 is in one of... Well, it's not there. So 2 is in one of those 3. That's terrible. And 2 is in one of those 4. Okay, 3s. I've got 3s here. 3... No, 3 is in one of those 2. No, I still can't put 3 in the circle because I can't use a 1. 4 is down here. So 9 in this box is in one of... Well, actually, what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Well, I can't put 9 here. I can't put 8 here because I'd have to put a 1 in here as well. So this is a 5 or a 6. So 9 is in one of those two, which means 9 is down here. But 9 is down here because this 9 sees those. So 9 is in one of those two. Oh. 1, 2, 3. That is a 4, 5 pair. Because they're the minimum I can put onto the arrow, but if I put anything other than that on it, this becomes higher than 9, which means this is not the 9, which means this is the 9, which means 9 has to go in here. I can't put 9 on the arrow. I can't put 9 on the palindrome, or it would reflect where it sees 9. This becomes a 9. This can't be 1, 8, 2, 7, or 4, 5. This is 3, 6, which means that's not the 3. This is the 3. Now, this is 5 or 6, so this has to be at least 7, 8, and it can't be 9, because 5 plus 2, so it's 5 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 5 plus 3. This is 1, 2, 3. It can't be a 1, so this is a 2 or a 3. Okay, now... I've done a fair few 9s. Can I do more? 9 can't go... Oh, that's not 9. This is 9, so 9 is in one of those two. This is a triple. Mark a triple. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is 5, 6, or 7. And it can't be 6, so this can't be 6. And it can't be 6 because of the 3, 6 pair. So I've got to put a 4 in one of those two. Oh, that's cool. Can't put 4 in any of those because of that 4 there and the 4's in the box. So 4 has to go in one of those two. But if the 4 is there, it would reflect there where it sees that 4. So that's not the 4. This is the 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. And neither of those can be 5s. So this is 6, 7, 8. Cool. Now, oh, there's no 6 here because of the 3, 6 looking down. The same thing. This is actually a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8 in those as well. The break-in with all of this was very cool. That was tricky to spot. I wonder what I missed. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. There's no 5 there. So I wonder if it's these. I mean, it's kind of got to be, doesn't it? Or I've missed something terribly obvious. 4 is in one of those. 4 is right. There we go. 4 and 4 is pointing down to this box. I've got 4 4s pointing in. This is the 4, which makes this the 1, which means this is not the 1, which means this is the 1. Is that all the ones? That's all the ones. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. That's kind of run a little dry. 5 can't go in there. That and that, where do they go in this column? So this is the same, so it has to go there because it can't go in any of those because they're in the same box, and it's not 4 or 2. So this is not an 8. So those are, sorry, that, and that are the same cell. So 8 is in one of those two. Where does, this has to be a 2 or a 4? Because I can't put 2, 4 there, there, or there. So this has to be a 2 or a 4. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what happens when Bremster solves early in the morning. These have to be 5, 6, and 7 for the row. I am not getting a leg up on what I need to do here. So those are the same digit, which has to go down here. But I can put 6, 7, or 8 down here. Oh, 5, 7 pair. That's not 5. So 5 is up here. 5, 7 pair takes 7 out of there, which takes 7 out of there. So where does 7 go in this column? It must go in one of those two. That's been there for a long time, I think. But that makes this 6. Is that correct? I don't even know how I got that. I think when I did that elimination. So this is 6. So there's no 6 in here. This is a 5, 7 pair. There's no 5 there. This 6 takes 6 out of those. 5, 7, 8. Oh, this is a 5, 7, 8 triple now. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So this is 6 and 9. So this 6, yes, 9. Yep, that all works. But that does less than I'd hoped. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2, 4, 5, 7. So this is the only place in this box for an 8. That's an 8. Which I could have got from having the 5, 7 and the 3, 6 pair. Okay, fine. But, right, 2 is marked in 3 spots. I'm going to uncorner pencil mark where it was terrible and confusing me. That 3... Well, this is now a 6 because of that 8. Those are 6s. I take 6s out of there. That becomes an 8, 9 pair. I take 8 out of there. This becomes 5, 6, which makes this 8, which takes 8 out of there, making that 5, 6. Which isn't enough to resolve that, I don't think. Wow. This is 5. Ah, bingo. This row needs 2, 4, 5, and 7. But I have 2, 4, and 5 here. This is a 7. This is not a 7. This is 2, 4, 5, and it can't be 5. So this is 2, 4. So this is 5. This is 7. This is 7. This is 5. There is no 5 or 7 here. This is 2, 4. Well, it was a little bingo, not a big bingo. There's no 7 in there, so that's 5, 8. So this is 7. That makes this the 7 and this not the 7. That 7 looks down, making that 5 and that 7. 5 is now in one of those two. That's a 5, 6 pair by column logic. So the 6 is looking down and the 5's looking down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I've got a 9 looking down. So that becomes 8, that becomes 9, that becomes 6, that becomes 9. The 8 makes that 5 and that 8. The 5 makes that 6 and that 5. These are now pairs. There's no 9 here. There's no 9 here. That's the 9. I can get rid of those 9s. So this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. These are now 2 and 4, which that 2, 4 pair makes that 3 and that 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. 9, 7. 3, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, 9. 9, 8 and 9. So this is a pair. 2 and 8. Wow. Okay. This is not giving up. That 3 will do it, though. That becomes 2. That becomes 4. That becomes 2. I could have used the 2, 4 pair if I'd seen it. That was a 4. 2 here still doesn't resolve that, but it does make that 8 and that 2. The 2 makes that 4 and that 2. Multiple ways I could resolve this now. 5 and 4. The 5 makes that 6 and that 5. And 5 and 2 is 7. The 6 makes this 3 and 6. I've now just got to put stuff in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 makes this 6 and 8. And the 6 makes this 5. And I put in a 6. And I still have this 2 and 4. Put a 4 into the center of the grid. And I've made a mistake. Oh my God. What have I done wrong? I think this is like 5 puzzles in a row where I've made a mistake. There's 2 2s in this column. What did I do? 2, 4 pair makes this 3. This is 6. This is 3. This is the... I've been solving... I'm really sorry, everyone. I have been solving under massive time pressure because of family problems, trying to get out the daily content. 5 and 6. Now I've got 2 3s. This is just wrong. I see what I've done wrong. I need to go back to where I put this 2, 4 in because there's a 4 there. This is 1, 2, and this is exactly where I said I'm scanning quickly. This is not 2, 4, it's 2, 5. This, I am so sorry, everyone. 1, 2, slow down, more haste, less speed. 6, 8. Okay, let's try that again. Now, let's go back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 8 again. That's fine. Now, this 9 makes this 8 and this 9. Comfortable with that. I'm so sorry, everyone. Now, how do I resolve this without being an absolute twonk knuckle? That's a 2, 3, 4 triple. So this is the 5, this is the 2. Now that 5 makes this 6 and this 5. The 6 makes this 8 and this 6. The 8 looks up making this 7. And for this to be 7, this has to be minimum. 2 and 5 and 6 and 4 and 2 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 6 and 3 and 8 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 4. And that time I got it correct. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm particularly sorry to Alyssa. That was a very cool first puzzle, which I just completely fluffed at the end by making that the wrong pair. At exactly the point where I said I'm trying to scan too fast. I am sorry about that. At least I figured out what I'd done wrong by just completely getting that column wrong. Oh well, thank you everyone for watching. I think that trick on this arrow and the interplay in here, maybe there was something better, but that's the way I found through. That was quite tricky to spot. Whew. First puzzle. Nice work. Thank you everyone for watching. Sorry about all the mistakes recently. It's been a bit of a journey. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the content. The puzzles are what matters, not my solves of them, though I do hope you watch my solves of them. That's what actually allows me to get people interested in sending me puzzles. Yeah, check out the other playlists. Please check out Skilling Sudoku. We've put a lot of work into it, and we're working on the second pack right now. Yeah, so hope you're having fun with everything, and as always, good luck with your solving.